Hi viewers, I am Rizwan Mushtaq, and in this session we will discuss together the Master of Science in Communication Engineering. It's an international program being offered by Technische Universität Munich, and we will discuss the course structure, the research topics, and the industrial collaboration of different researchers here at Technische Universität Munich with different industries here in Germany. And if you are planning for Master of Science in Communication Engineering and preparing for this course, then definitely this will help you. So welcome Akshatha. A brief introduction of her. She has recently completed his Master of Science in Communication Engineering from university here, and after completing her master's degree she immediately got job here, and so congratulations.
Thank you.
And welcome to this session as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us about the program structure and different credit points, different research areas of this program, how it goes on.
Okay. To start with the basics, MSCE is the Master of Science in Communications Engineering. It is a master's program, international master's program that is being offered by the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering of TU München. Like most of the TU courses, it is a 120 credit course. 90 credits is like the general regular course and 30 credits for the master thesis. Within this 90 credits, you also have 12 credits for the internship, which is an industrial based research internship, and you have 5 credits allotted for advanced courses, which is being taught by the professors who come from different other universities. And then you have 20 credits for the basic modules, which would bring all the students on a same platform before they can continue with their masters. And yeah, this is with all the 90 credits, and the rest 30 credits, as I said, is for thesis. It should be mostly research based, and it is carried out either by collaboration with industry or at university, depending on where you want to get into after your masters. Is it research or industry? So that is the MSCE course in nutshell.
Okay, thank you very much. And just asking you about the internship and thesis work, how it is carried out by the students, like whether at university or how much, like do we have internship, mandatory internship, or it's just volunteer internship, and tell us about that.
Okay, first coming to internship, it is a mandatory internship in the MSc program, so you have to do it. Mostly it is preferred to be done at industry, because the whole aim of this research internship is to expose students to industry and get to know how the industry works. So it is preferred that you do that in the industry, and of course there are a lot of opportunities in Munich, out of Munich, and also in Europe. There are multiple opportunities where you can have this experience. You can go to different company websites where you want to work at.
Okay.
And there you find the internship offers. You just apply to it like any other regular job, give interviews and get selected into it. So, but few students also choose to do this at university, because the usual course would be choose an internship in the department or at a chair in university, continue as a work student, do the research thesis there, and then start their PhD.
Okay. So this is one line.
One way.
Okay.
So for students who are more focused into research, I think they would choose this path.
Okay.
But students who are aimed at going into industry, they would choose an industrial internship. And when it comes to the research thesis, it is usually a 6 months complete work. Of course, there are a lot of opportunities in the industry. Again, for students who are aiming at industry, it's a good experience to do their internship, thesis, and work student in a particular company, and then get a job probably in the same company. That would be your path towards industry experience. And like I said, there is other path that you could choose for your research experience at university.
Okay, can you tell us about some research topics which are like currently in this program professors are working and they see as a future? And
okay, firstly probably I should tell about the chairs that we have.
Yeah, sure.
Like there are multiple chairs, like I would try to list a few, but you could go into the website, like it's very detailed and you have every chair listed down there with their research topics. Few of them, like the few major ones that I have come across in my studies are like integrated systems chair, communication networks chair, electronic design automations chair, media technology and nanotechnology chairs, high frequency data processing chairs, signal processing. Like, I'm just naming the chairs, and when it comes to the research topics, I could probably give insight about the integrated systems chair, because that is where I have been doing my master's. That is where my master's is focused on. So in the integrated systems chair, they are working mostly on different architectures for the multi-core SoCs, and also they are doing the network on chip researches. So they are working on the CPU core architectures, coprocessor architectures, hardware accelerators, DMAs and things like that. So they are trying to simulate new architectures and like see what is the advantage, what is the disadvantage, is it industry worthy. So yeah, that is mostly the integrated systems chair, that research in integrated systems chair. And then we have the electronic design automation chair. The design automation chair is mostly focused on building tools and methodologies for the circuit design. It is like every chair is interconnected. EDA kind of supports integrated system design, and like I think EDA also has a lot of industry collaborations. For one thing I know, like a few of the researchers are working in collaboration with Infineon and Intel, like many other companies. They have researchers sponsored by the university. So yeah, these are the two chairs that have extensive experience with. There are many other chairs like communication engineering, which is LKN, or information theory chair. They're definitely working on more cutting edge technologies, but I have not been in personal.
We can talk about that integrated systems here. You were talking about SoC. What is SoC?
SoC is system on chip, and it is like you have all the capabilities on a single chip. So
what are the capabilities?
Earlier you had to have a separate die. For example, your memory controller is on a separate die, or you have a PCH and the CPU core, but now the CPU core and PCH, for example, are integrated in a single die for many application specific requirements. So there are, for example, there is one architecture that I personally worked on. It is the near memory acceleration architecture. It is a method of offloading tasks from the processor to a coprocessor, so that the processor can work on more data intensive tasks. It is like to supplement this current workloads of machine learning and data processing, where you have like huge data workloads. You cannot expect the CPU to do all the work, so you need to have hardware accelerators and CPU cores which can assist the main processor. So that is one of the research topic that I worked on as my master thesis. So yep, they're doing really great.
So like this was a briefly a nutshell of the basically the how the research works here at different chairs. I just want to know that like you have also worked with industry as well during your master's degree and during your master's work as well. So how much the link and the collaboration is between your research work? Is it relevant to the current research in industry? And can you tell us a little bit about both?
First thing is about the TU Munich collaboration with the industries. Like we have lot of chairs, we have lot of professors who have a very extensive industry experience, so they have wide networks. So sometimes you get to have like industry leaders come and give some lectures at the university. That is always happening. The second thing is like how closer is the course towards industry. I don't think it is specific to TU Munich, but all the TUs are more focused about research. and there are different courses that aim at industry. So if you want to have an experience where you are closely linked with the industry, I would probably say you should look for different courses.
Okay.
TUs are mostly focusing on researchers, but that doesn't mean that industry and the MSCE course is completely disconnected.
Yeah.
Probably you could say TU, the research is like not working on the existing researchers in industry, but it is a step ahead.
Step ahead, yeah, future.
So it's futuristic, like there are few researchers that are funded by the companies. Intel, Infineon, NXP, Dialog Semiconductors, BMW, Audi. There are like multiple companies where the students are doing their PhDs, but they are being supervised by a professor at the university.
Okay.
So they are definitely interlinked, but it is more interconnected on the research experience rather than the industry, current industry.
Okay.
So, and yeah, of course, they are a step ahead.
Okay, I just want to know that coming to another point, that can you tell us about the program requirements, like with which background students can get into this program?
Okay.
Yeah.
The basic requirement would be a bachelor degree or any other equivalent degree in the field of electrical and information engineering. So that is the basic requirement. Of course, academics really matter a lot. If you have to get into TU München, like even all of us know, academic scores are definitely checked.
Okay.
And then they would, if you have work experience, it would be great, because that would tell you that you have certain idea about what industry is working on and what you would want to do in your masters. So work experience is a plus. And of course, the general requirements of TOEFL and GRE. So the better you do, the higher are the chances.
Okay.
And of course, the SOPs and LORs, people don't think actually that they're important, but they're like very important. There was an instance where I was discussing regarding the SOPs and LORs with the professors, and one of the professors mentioned that most of the students write a very generic SOPs.
Okay.
The moment we see that, we know that the student is not genuinely interested. He's just applying to multiple universities, and TU München is one among them. So when you're writing SOP, be sure about why you want to apply to this university and what you want to get out of this course. So being genuine in SOP really helps.
What is SOP exactly?
It's the statement of purpose.
Okay.
So it says why you would want to join this course,
Okay.
what are you expecting out of this course, what can you contribute to this course. So something on that line.
So viewers, if you're preparing for the applications here in Germany, so focus on SOPs as well.
Yeah.
And try to be more specific, right?
Yes.
This is what you are saying.
Yeah.
Specific to the program,
Yeah.
specific to the research topics.
Like I can give an example of how a generic SOP goes.
Yeah.
It would be like, hello, I am dash dash dash. I am interested in this course because TU München is one of the top ranked universities. The course is very top ranked, like anything that you can find on Wikipedia.
Okay.
And a very specific SOP would go like, I have gone through this website. I see that the TU München, for example, integrated systems chair is working on near memory acceleration techniques.
Okay.
I have done a research paper myself on that in bachelor's, and I would want to work on this particular area and be associated with this particular department.
Okay.
So the professor knows that why you would want to know, and he would be convinced. And well, this is only the first step. You again have a second step of interview. So you would have to convince them on your interview as well. So yeah, good luck.
Okay, so now just coming back to you again, that how was your own experience, like previous 2 years, how it shaped you as a professional? Yes.
Okay. One thing that I really appreciated of TU München is that the coursework is very flexible.
Okay.
Like usually it is expected that you finish this course in 4 semesters, but it is also flexible that you can take it up to 6 semesters. It is mostly possible because they know most of the students are also doing their part-time jobs, which is termed as work student. Most of the industries here offer a part-time job for the students so that they can earn and also learn at the same time.
Okay.
So
Earning and learning together.
yes.
Okay.
You can do a maximum of 20 hours of work a week.
Yeah. Okay.
So that helps you kind of see what is happening in industry, what is happening in my course. So if I have to work on this job, which courses should I choose, and things like that. So it is that way I felt it is more connected and it is more realistic. Like, it doesn't happen you study for 2 years whichever you think is important, and then you see the industry is no more relevant. So that disconnect is not there. So work student opportunities in Germany are like, I really am thankful that we have
We have a lot of working opportunity. Can you tell your own specific experience during your studies, where you worked, and your earning was enough that you can support yourself? Can you just a journal info?
Okay, I was working at Intel as a work student. I was working in the Department of Internet of Things as an application engineer. I did not work 20 hours a week. I worked 16 hours a week because 20 hours was difficult for me to manage personally. And there's a fixed pay of around 13 to 14 euros per hour all throughout Germany. There are companies that pay you more as well, but this is like on an average the normal pay. And so I think you can calculate 16 hours, 12 to 13.
Good luck with calculation.
Yeah, and definitely it was sufficient to support yourself, because one good thing at German universities is you're not paying any tuition fees. So it is all about your accommodation and living expenses. So I think the work student is enough to support yourself.
Okay. So we are going towards like ramping up this session, and I will close with this, that can you give some advice to our viewers, your personal advice, that how they should proceed with this with their applications, and how they should choose, whatever you want to tell to our viewers, that your personal advice from core of your heart.
Okay, probably there are multiple. I'll try to list them down. First thing is, when you're applying, like I said, please be genuine while writing your SOPs. Don't make generic ones. It is a huge blunder. They can easily differentiate between a genuine one and a generic one. So that is one thing. The second thing, while you're doing the course, there are multiple ways. Like, you can choose some random courses, get some grades and get into a job, or you can decide on, I want to work on this technology, I want to be into research of this technology. So you have opportunities. It is very individual based. Nobody is guiding you like, you have to take this course, it would be better for you. Nobody is doing that. You are at your own. So make wise choices, whichever you want. If you want to do, like, I would take some courses and get into job, fine, you can do that. I want to take a particular thing, do my research and be a master, definitely you can do that. So choice is yours. Third thing is probably cultural thing. You have to make efforts to be integrated in this society. There are times where you would feel offended, there are times where you would feel grateful, there are times where you have to let go, there are times where you would be very frustrated and wanting to give up, but please survive through all of that. It is worth it. The experience is worth it. So
Akshata, please have your tea. You have spoken a lot.
Okay, time for some
and
tea.
Time for tea. And just one more, just in the end, I would like just say in one line what you want to say in one line.
One line. It is a war. You have to do your best to get the best out of it.